taking an average of 6 combs per week in his quills, Woody goes with a buzz cut. Close your eyes. Okay, meet Woody. All right, guys, you know scientists classify all things to make them easier to study. Very good.
Without science, we have absolutely nothing. I tell my children there is science in farming, science in medicine, science in supermarket arranging. There is nothing that these children will experience in their lives without science. And I found over my 21 years of experience that there's never truly been a focus on what I consider one of the most important subjects of our time or any time.
Science education is crucial to students because we need students to be critical thinkers. We need them to be problem solvers. Our students need to understand science because the future is unknown. When it comes down to state funding and the lack of resources, our teachers have really stepped up and they have created opportunities for our students.
For teachers that are out there, we all know we have to pull from our pocket. If you were to take a look around my room, I couldn't even give you a dollar value of what has come from my own pocket. I provide for my students that I love every day, and after 21 years, you can imagine the dollar amount that costs. And more resources need to be there to support all science teachers in their endeavor to make great scientists.
Here in Colorado, our kids need to compete with kids from all over states and all other countries.
We need more opportunities for STEM education. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
One of the failures of STEM education is that in the past we've relied too much on beating the kids over the head with theory, but not giving them hands-on or applied experiences.
A few years ago, we were really concerned. We felt like we were seeing slipping numbers of schools that were able to attend the museum. We were concerned that they simply were not able to afford to come to the museum, and we know how important that is. And so we invest a lot of time, a lot of grant dollars in working closely and collaboratively with schools to improve science outcomes for those students.
The best program I have come across is through the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. The museum comes into my classroom and does this amazing hands-on lesson. They support what my passion is about science as I support what their passion is.
The existence of the museum and the way the museum opens itself up to school kids allows kids to get excited about science and technology. And that's certainly something George Sparks understands.
One of the things that I admire about George Sparks the most is that he is a bold leader. And one of the ways in which he's very bold is in how we serve schools. So when the economic downturn occurred, and we were very concerned about school children not being able to get to the museum, he led us in the direction of going from paid field trips, where schools had to pay, to having all of our field trips be free. And so now any school group can come to the museum free of charge. And not only that, he fundraises for bus fuel money.
The mission of the museum is to be a catalyst. It's not about book learning, it's about doing things and discovering things. And here with the genuine artifacts that we have, we can allow people to both touch and experience the real world in the natural sciences, as well as space and health. And through those cognitive experiences that are real, they learn much more than they ever would in a book. The mission of Great Education Colorado is the same as the mission of the Denver Museum of Nature and Science, and that's to provide the very best opportunities for every kid to reach their potential.
What's important about great education in Colorado is it recognizes that quality public education is the foundation of our economy, and that without being able to provide high quality instruction in all communities to all students, we're not going to have the economic growth that we all want to have in order to have a sustainable and healthy state. I think the key is that we have to have high expectations for all kids, all schools, and all communities. I think if we have those high expectations and then provide support to students and schools, we can see a dramatic transformation in results.
We need science, whether it be space science or aquatic science or ice cream science. We have amazing things in our world, and those things can't just stop. If we don't provide the resources to our schools, our states, our country, what's going to happen? If the money was there to provide those services to schools that are lacking in their science education, that would bring kids 20 steps closer to where we need to be.